Star Wars, the Book of Boba Fett. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the topic for today's video. I'm sure you guys are just as excited to get into it as I am, especially after just seeing the end of The Mandalorian Season 2, the finale episode, which was absolutely amazing. And be forewarned, there will be spoilers in this video, so if you want to avoid Mandalorian Season 2 finale spoilers, I highly suggest you click off now. But before we do continue, I want to ask you to please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video down below, as it really does mean the world to me and it can really help out a small content creator such as myself in big ways. And don't forget, you can always unsubscribe if you don't like my future content. Now, with the self-promotion out of the way, let's get into this topic. So I think we can all agree that the finale of The Mandalorian Season 2 was some of the best Star Wars we've ever gotten, and I've been saying that about a lot of pieces of Star Wars recently, about Star Wars, the Clone Wars Season 7, about the Ahsoka cameo in Episode 5 of Season 2 of The Mandalorian, and now I'm saying this again about Episode 8 of The Mandalorian Season 2. In fact, I would argue that Episodes 7 and 6 were also just as good. As far as television content is concerned, they're pretty much nailing it in the Star Wars universe, and I'm sure we can all agree that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are primarily the reasons why. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. What I'm here to talk about is something that occurred after the credits on the final episode of The Mandalorian Season 2, a post-credits scene where we see Boba Fett go and basically take over Jabba's palace along with Fennec. After that, we see the words "The Book of Boba Fett" crawl across the screen, and then coming December 2021. Now, so what I wanted to do was basically give you my current understanding of what the Book of Boba Fett is. I'm sure there are a lot of you out there who have the same question, and I believe I know what it's going to be, but of course, if things change or if you guys know anything different, definitely let me know, and when I find out further information, I'll update this video in the future so you guys can be updated as well. But from the research I've done so far, what I understand is that the Book of Boba Fett is going to be its own separate series from The Mandalorian Season 3. There are a lot of people who are speculating that it might actually be the third season of The Mandalorian, and that the Book of Boba Fett is kind of just like one chapter out of a bigger story where we peel off from the main Mandalorian character and follow Boba Fett for a little while. I don't think that's the case though. I really do believe that The Mandalorian will remain its own separate entity, and we will take about one season, or we will we'll get about one season of this Boba Fett story. So again, just to clarify, what I believe is happening right now, what I'm led to believe is happening right now, is that The Mandalorian Season 3 is still happening, but we're also getting a separate, shorter mini-series that just focuses on Boba Fett. If you guys remember, a long time ago, there was supposed to be a Boba Fett movie, but that was cancelled. So I think if this show ends up still being directed by Dave Filoni and created by Jon Favreau, it's pretty much going to be their way of saying, we couldn't give you the big thing that we wanted to, so we take away and then we give a little bit more. You know, this show is going to be their way of making up for not giving us a Boba Fett movie. Now, as excited as I am for this Boba Fett miniseries, I do have one primary concern. I'm always down for a ton of new Star Wars happening all at once, but I think that's primarily because I'm a hardcore fan. I have a vast and expansive knowledge of the Star Wars universe. I know almost every single character, aside from some of the newer ones that I'm struggling to remember their names and everything, and I've grown up with Star Wars, and it's just been a part of my life. It's natural to want a bunch of Star Wars happening at once. But where my concern lies is with new fans who may be being introduced to Star Wars through The Mandalorian or through this Boba Fett series, and with these two different TV series happening at once, it may confuse them and turn a certain portion of the audience off. So I guess, all in all, my primary concern is that it's going to be overwhelming for new people if they release both of these series around the same time, because again, as far as I'm concerned, The Mandalorian Season 3 is supposed to release around the same time as this Boba Fett series, if they are in fact two separate things. Again, I don't think there is any solid confirmation yet, but there is still the possibility that the Book of Boba Fett is season 3 of The Mandalorian. We just, as far as I'm aware, we don't know yet. If you can't tell, I'm pretty nervous I'm getting this information wrong, so again, if you know anything that I don't, please let me know down in the comments, thank you. But aside from that little bit of worrying, I'm super excited for this new Boba Fett show. There are so many opportunities, so many different paths they could go down. We could get to see him interact with some really big name bounty hunters. I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe we'll even get to see him interact with Din Djarin every once in a while, or maybe he'll just make a cameo or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool, since Boba Fett got his own cameo in The Mandalorian across a couple of episodes. I think it would be neat to see them team up again, maybe a couple months later, or, you know, just during a different time. But that's basically it for this video, guys. Definitely let me know what you think of the book of Boba Fett and what you think it's going to be. Let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know what you thought of the finale of The Mandalorian. I absolutely loved it. And again, I'm going to ask you to please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video down below. If you did like what you saw, we're going to be doing a ton of Star Wars content here in the near future, especially with all of the new TV series and even video game rumors that have just been announced. So definitely keep your eye on my channel for all of that. I'm also going to be restarting my Minecraft Let's Play series, so if that's your kind of thing too, make sure you stick around. But as always, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Have a great day, and take care.